Hey guys, so there are a lot of misconceptions and myths when it comes to the pull down and what exercise to do to effectively target your lats. Now, the first one is the misnomer of a lat pull down. A lot of people think it targets your lats, but really it targets your teres major and minor, your rhomboids and your mid back and your upper back, right? So as I pull the bar down here, keep my chest up, as I pull it, bring it down, I'm really feeling it across my upper back. So that's going to give me a lot more definition and muscularity across my upper back, but rather than target my lats and getting that thickness and that width that I want, if that's my goal, right? So that's the first one. The second one is the myth that wider grips give you more width and narrower grips don't. Now, the issue with that is that studies have shown that the amount of lat involvement in wider and narrower grips is about the same. The only difference is that when you bring it in closer, you've got more elbow flexion on the narrower grip, so it uses more of your biceps as well. So on those movements, they're using the same amount of lats, but just a bit more biceps on the narrow grip. So really, when it comes to lat pull down, not the best if you're trying to think about targeting the lats specifically. So what I love to do is the cable high row instead. So I set this up in a cable machine. I set this about head height, about 3/4 of the way up or so, right? And I like to use a medium to a wide grip. Usually a medium grip. I'm going to grab the handle, set an appropriate weight, right? And now from here, I'm going to place one foot at the bottom of the column, right? And then squat down, then shift my weight out. That way, it's a nice and smooth transition into the seated position. From here, I'm going to keep my upper body upright. From here, I'm just going to bring it down until my upper arm is in line with my torso, and then bring it up, just like that. Squeeze, just like that. Right, so getting a good stretch and then squeeze, right? I'm not leaning too far forward, nor am I leaning too far back. Otherwise, they start to simulate the seated row. That looks like a seated row, and that one looks too much like a lat pull down here like that, right? So I'm going to stay nice and upright, if I've set that cable correctly, it's going to be at the right angle. So I'm going to bring it down, upper arm towards, in line with my torso, and then do the movement just like that. Get a good stretch and bring it down. Now, and coming up is pretty easy. I just let the weight bring me up, right? Now, when it comes to the amount of resistance that you can apply, I'm doing this on a cable machine, and with the cable machine, usually these pulley systems are a dual or triple cable pulley system, which lends a bit of mechanical advantage to the lift. So what you want to do instead is, to increase resistance, if you're already at the bottom of the stack, obviously do a few more reps, or you're going to decrease the time between sets, and that way you're going to target your lats. You're going to feel a lot more intensity in this movement. So this is the cable high row. Give it a go if you're serious about targeting your lats specifically, and you got to make sure you're doing the right exercise for the right muscle, for your goals. So give that a go, guys, and it'll make a world of difference to your lats.